Bahrain paddock at dusk, a cathedral of speed where reputations are made and broken. On every screen in the paddock, a different kind of judgment is being delivered.
He couldn't qualify for a karting championship without Daddy's bank. This paid driver is an insult to the sport.
In the motorhome, Yusei Hayashi watches the broadcast. His fingers trace the carbon fiber of his steering wheel. No flinch, no anger, just a faint, knowing smirk.
This guy thinks he can just buy a seat. He'll be lapped in Q1.
The broadcast cuts away, but the silence in the motorhome is heavier than the noise outside. He moves through the garage, past the hushed jokes and sideways glances. No one meets his eyes. The steering wheel feels like an extension of his own heartbeat. He knows every button, every toggle, every micro-adjustment.
They have no idea what's coming.
Tomorrow would answer the question the paddock hadn't thought to ask. What if the joke was on them? 6 years earlier, a 14-year-old Yusei Hayashi stands beside his cart, determined but quiet, in a Tokyo skyscraper. His father, Mr. Hayashi, signs the documents that will reshape his son's future.
We will let the world believe he is just a rich boy playing with cars. No one will suspect the truth.
Beside him, a graying engineer named Takeda nods. A blueprint of a secret simulator spread between them.
This simulator will replicate every current chassis. If he endures 12,000 hours, he will know the car better than any driver alive.
Deep beneath a Tokyo estate, a motion simulator cockpit awaits. No windows, no distractions, only data. Inside the cockpit, Yusei grips the wheel. His eyes lock onto the virtual track, unblinking.
They will laugh. Let them. The track is the only truth that matters.
Year after year, the simulator logs accumulate. 12,000 hours of deliberate practice behind a smiling public mask. Now, back in the Bahrain paddock, Yusei's faint smirk carries the weight of 6 unseen years. His own team's garage feels like a stage. He's the fool, and the mechanics are already rolling their eyes.
They've laughed since day one. 6 years of practice. They'll see.
In the pre-race briefing, the team principal addresses him like an afterthought, an asterisk on a budget line.
He doesn't see a driver. He sees a fee.
Mr. Champion, how does it feel to share the grid with a pay driver whose seat was bought with his father's checkbook?
He's not a driver. He's a bank transfer in a helmet.
Yusei straightens his race suit in the mirror. The voices from the corridor are just noise.
Lap time doesn't care about pedigree. Only precision.
Across the room, Takeda watches silently. His tablet shows telemetry no one else has seen, the ghost of a real driver. He is utterly alone in this paddock, and that is exactly how he planned it. Inside the simulator, time warps. Midnight blurs into dawn. Yusei lives in a loop of virtual apexes and throttle traces.
Again, the car still has more to give.
Sector 3 is still 2/10 off the target. Reset and focus on the entry oversteer.
The tablet glows with telemetry lines that rarely deviate. Less than 0.05 seconds of drift after 100 laps. The data does not lie.
He's already faster than the current midfield, but we must wait.
He's matching the sim times of world champions, but the pressure in a real car will be different.
In the 6th year, the simulator no longer challenges him. He rewrites the parameters, lower grip, higher wind, just to feel the edge again.
I'll need every thousandth of a second. When the world finally watches.
The pact was ironclad. Reveal nothing until debut. Make them believe the lie, then shatter it. Now, back in the Bahrain paddock, the clock ticks toward qualifying. The lie had worked for 6 years. Tomorrow, the truth would have its turn. Practice begins. Yusei's first flying lap in a real car. The garage holds its breath. The time flashes. P23 seconds off the leader. Mechanics exchange glances of pure frustration.
That's his pace. He'd be out-qualified by a safety car.
They see what I choose to show. The car has more, much more.
But Takeda stares past the headline time. His tablet shows telemetry no one else bothers to read.
He's lifting 100 meters early into turn 1, braking at 50% pressure. This isn't a slow driver. It's a driver hiding speed. You lift it on purpose. Every apex, every corner. Why?
Because the paddock expects a pay driver to be slow. I am giving them what they expect, until the moment matters.
Takeda says nothing. The plan is insane. But the data on his tablet tells him one thing. It might just work. Qualifying is tomorrow. The mask stays on for one more day. In a Tokyo boardroom, far from the paddock noise, Mr. Hayashi signs the final transfer. The racing world has no idea. The document grants Yusei a 30% equity stake in his team, a separate inheritance, cleanly hidden from public scrutiny.
This seat is yours by right, not just by check. And there's more.
He slides another document across the table. A purchase agreement for the champion's team.
We're buying Kazuya's team. By next season, you will be on the board, his employer.
He doesn't know it yet, but I'll own his world.
Yusei accepts with a silent nod, his expression unreadable.
The financial press won't connect the dots until we let them. Until then, let them laugh.
The plan is set. On debut day, the world will learn the truth, not just about his speed. Now, back in Bahrain, the clock ticks louder. The financial dagger sheathed. The racing edge sharpening. In the garage, the team principal's patience snaps. He corners Yusei in front of the data screens. Your pace is an embarrassment. If qualifying looks the same, you won't start the race. His voice carries across the bay.
Then I suggest you watch tomorrow. You won't be disappointed.
Disappointed? We'll all be laughing when you are 4 seconds off.
Quietly to Yusei, they've given you the perfect stage. Now, show them the real performance.
6 years of waiting for this. One lap to change everything.
The mechanics watch them leave, unconvinced. The whispers grow louder. Yusei picks up his helmet. The calm on his face is absolute unnerving. The paddock hums with the final preparations. The championship leader's garage is tense, but not as tense as the underdogs. Takeda takes his place on the pit wall, checking the timing. It's almost time, he murmurs to the radio silence. That night, in a quiet corner of the motorhome, Takeda boots up the simulation. The track gleams on the screen.
This is your best sim lap from last month. It would have beaten the track record by 3/10.
The telemetry screen glows sector times in green, a theoretical lap time that seems impossible.
I can go faster. I've been holding back even in the sims lately.
Yusei straps in, the cockpit closing around him. His breathing steadies. The world outside disappears. The virtual Bahrain circuit unfurls. Turn 1, he brakes impossibly late, the car dancing on the edge of grip.
He's not just fast. He's rewriting the limits of this car.
The lap time stops, a number that would send a shockwave through the paddock if it were real.
Tomorrow, in Q3, you do this for real. No holding back. The world will finally see.
Tomorrow, the lie dies, and the truth will be louder than any of their jokes.
The asphalt shimmers under Bahrain's setting sun. Q1 begins, the track alive with screaming engines. Yusei pushes, but not too hard. His first sector is solid. Green, not purple. The timing board flickers. P14. Enough for Q2, but no more. The garage exhales, not impressed, but relieved.
He barely scraped through. One more slow lap and he's out.
Kazuya's own lap is a statement. Purple sectors across the board. Provisional pole by half a second. The timing screen confirms it. P1, Kazuya. He smirks, gesturing to his crew as if the battle is already won.
Good. You are where you need to be. Q2, then Q3. That's where the real work starts.
They see P14. I see a path. Every lap from here is the knife edge I've been honing for 6 years.
He rolls back into the garage. The mechanics glance at the clock, then at each other, still waiting to be proved wrong. The sun dips lower. Q2 awaits. The mask holds for now. The Q2 session begins. The track now bathed in the orange glow of dusk. Yusei's car fires down the pit lane. Sector 1. Green. Sector 2. Purple. His first of the day. The car dances through the infield, smooth as water. The pit board confirms. P6, just 3/10 off Kazuya's time. The garage stirs not celebration, but confusion.
3/10. He's found something, but it won't be enough in Q3.
P6. Perfect. Now we go all out. Q3 is where the world learns your name.
They think I am lucky. They haven't seen anything yet.
The mechanics cluster around the monitors. One mutters that the track must be rubbering in faster than expected. The commentator's voice echoes across the circuit, an impressive showing from the rookie, but surely track evolution is playing a role here. In the Scarlet Garage, Kazuya slams his fist against the steering wheel. The gap is too close for comfort. Yusei rolls into Parc Fermé. Q3 secured. The final countdown begins. As Yusei walks back through the paddock, a scarlet blur cuts his path. Kazuya stands inches away, jaw tight.
You think that P6 was real. You are a fraud, and after Q3, the whole world will know it.
Then, by all means, watch. I wouldn't want you to miss it.
You've bought your way into my world, but talent can't be bought. I'll make sure you never race in this sport again.
Yusei's smirk never wavers. He leans slightly closer, voice barely above a whisper.
We'll see.
Kazuya's fists clench, but Yusei turns away and walks toward his garage, as if the champion didn't exist. The paddock seems to hold its breath, the quiet before the storm. In the Scarlet Garage, Kazuya's engineer tries to calm him. The champion only glares at the timing screen, where Yusei's name sits beside his. Yusei straps on his helmet. The visor clicks down. The world narrows to a ribbon of tarmac. The Q3 session roars to life. Kazuya is the first to set a flying lap. The scarlet car slices through the dusk. The timing board blinks. P1, a flawless lap, 3/10 clear of the field. Kazuya's engineer whoops over the radio.
That's how you set a pole lap. Now, let's see the pay driver match that.
Yusei's car leaves the garage. The engine note is different, sharper, angrier. The pit wall falls silent. Sector 1 flashes green, 1/10 faster than Kazuya. The garage stirs, but no one speaks. Sector 2, another 1/10 saved. The car is on rails, dancing through the high-speed sweepers. The intermediate timing shows only 1/10 of a second, separating the two drivers. The garage holds its breath.
It's all on Sector 3. You have the grip. Take it all.
The car disappears into the final complex. The world waits. Only the stopwatch knows the truth. The car slingshots through the final corners. Purple sectors flash across the timing screens, one after another. He crosses the line. The roaring engine cuts into the radio silence. The timing board freezes. Then, a number that steals every breath in the paddock. Plus 4.21. In the garage, a wrench clatters to the floor. Mechanics stare at the monitors, mouths open, unable to process what they see.
4 seconds. He did it.
In the Scarlet Garage, Kazuya freezes. The coffee cup in his hand tilts, spilling across the data sheets. The crowd erupts. A pay driver just shattered the track record by over 4 seconds.
How was Sector 3?
The timing screen answers, pole position. Yusei Hayashi, plus 4.21 seconds. The world saw the lap. They haven't seen the real power play yet. In Parc Fermé, Yusei lifts himself from the cockpit. No fist pump, no scream, just a quiet exhale. Takeda removes his headset, eyes glistening. 12,000 hours. This was the moment they'd built together. A scarlet helmet smashes against the garage floor. Kazuya's scream echoes through the corridor, raw and primal. The grandstands become a sea of orange. Yusei's name chanted by thousands who had mocked him an hour ago.
Yusei, 4 seconds faster than the world champion. How does it feel?
It was a clean lap. The car felt good. We'll see how the race goes.
The journalists exchange glances. No gloating, no arrogance. This wasn't the pay driver they expected. In the Scarlet motorhome, Kazuya kicks over a display. His team principal orders the PR team to prepare a statement. Yusei hangs his steering wheel on the hook. The same wheel that guided 50,000 sim laps now rests beside a pole position trophy. The press conference room fills. Both drivers are expected. The real story is about to be told. Yusei enters the press conference room. Cameras swivel, shutters clicking like a swarm of insects. He walks to the table, unhurried.
Yusei, 4 seconds faster than the world champion. Surely this is more than just a good lap. What's the secret?
No secret. I just drove the car. The team gave me a good setup.
The room buzzes with dissatisfaction. This enigma refused to play the media game. Outside the room, the world had already caught fire. Social media timelines were a storm of shock and disbelief. Pay driver plus 4.2 as trended worldwide. The narrative was already being rewritten in real time. Back in the press room, the empty chair next to Yusei drew every eye. Kazuya's seat still vacant. The FIA official announced, Mr. Kazuya has refused all separate interviews. He will attend the official press conference as required.
He'll come. His pride won't let him stay away. And that's when I'll show him.
The minutes ticked by. Every person in the room knew the real battle hadn't been on the track. It was about to begin. The door slams open. Kazuya storms into the press conference room, fury carved into every line of his face. He wrenches his chair back and throws himself into it, the sound echoing off the tense walls.
Mr. Champion, 4 seconds behind a pay driver in his debut. Surely you have a reaction.
A fluke. The track got rubbered in. He'll be nowhere in the race on Sunday.
Yusei's expression doesn't change. Only the faintest smirk plays at the corner of his mouth.
Say what you want. Every word just adds weight to the blow that's coming.
The journalists scribble desperately, capturing every word of the champion's arrogance. The rookie's silence, though, was louder than any insult. Kazuya's glare darts to Yusei, a silent challenge crackling between them. The room's atmosphere thickened. Everyone sensed this was not the end, but the beginning.
I want to thank you, Kazuya. Your words gave me a reason to push harder than anyone could imagine.
Kazuya's glare flickered, confusion breaking through the fury for the first time.
And because of that, I believe I owe you a proper introduction.
His hand moved inside his jacket. Every reporter leaned forward, pens frozen, the air tightened. Yusei withdrew a crisp document, folded once and slid it smoothly across the table toward Kazuya. It landed with a soft thud, the team logo visible even from a distance. Kazuya's eyes dropped to the paper, his face draining of color.
What? What is that?
Just a small document. It explains who you'll be working for next season.
The room held its breath, the world waiting for the champion to understand what had just been placed before him. Kazuya's hands trembled as he lifted the document. His eyes scanned the fine print, widening with each line.
Your team was sold last month. I now own a 30% stake and a seat on the board.
The room imploded. Camera flashes blinded the stage. Journalists leaped to their feet, shouting over one another.
That's impossible. You are just a rich kid buying a seat.
I am, but it seems I bought the whole team, yours included.
The paper slipped from Kazuya's grip, floating to the floor. His mouth opened, but no sound came. Anna's microphone captured the silence of the champion, broadcast live to millions. The power in the room had shifted. The pay driver was now the employer.
I look forward to working with you. We'll discuss your performance review on Monday.
The room dissolved into bedlam, but Yusei's work here was done. Kazuya stared at the fallen contract, then slowly lowered himself into the chair. For the first time in his career, the champion was silent. No retort, no threat, no threat.
That's it. 6 years of silence, broken by a single lap and a sheet of paper.
Yusei pushed back his chair. The scrape was the only sound in the room. He looked down at Kazuya, a flicker of pity crossing his calm features.
I'll see you at the factory on Monday, Kazuya.
Then he turned and walked toward the exit, the cameras tracking his unhurried stride. Kazuya remained frozen, the weight of his new reality pressing him into the chair. The journalists slowly gathered their wits, but the story had already been written. Outside, the paddock hummed with the dawn of a new era. He walked the paddock like a ghost, unnoticed no longer. Every gaze followed him. Whispers trailed behind him. Did you see that? He owns the team.
6 years of silence. Now they finally hear me.
He passed his garage. The car sat in silence, the pole position trophy catching the last light. The mechanics who once mocked him stood frozen, their tools limp. No one knew what to say. He paused at the pit wall, running a hand along the cold metal. This was where he belonged.
I was never the joke. I was always the punchline they didn't see coming.
He left the circuit behind, but the echoes of his lap and his words would linger far longer. The paddock felt different now. Lighter, perhaps, like the air after a storm. And in that quiet, Yusei Hayashi walked on, a smirk still playing on his lips. He leaned on the pit wall alone. The Bahrain circuit stretched out, empty and silent.
This silence is different. Not loneliness. Freedom.
Soft footsteps. Takeda appeared at his side, his face etched with lines of satisfaction.
Your father would have been proud, not just of the lap, but of how you handled the aftermath.
He set the stage. I just drove the car and played my part.
You made it yours. That's rarer than any blueprint could predict.
They stood without words, watching the track lights flicker to life, one by one.
We did it, Takeda. 6 years of silence, paid in full with a single lap.
The hardest chapter is over. From here, you write your own story.
Yusei didn't reply. He just stared out at the circuit, the faintest smile still there. The pole trophy sat nearby, a quiet testament. Yusei pushed off the pit wall. Without a backward glance, he started walking toward the paddock exit. The paddock lights flickered to full glow, casting long shadows across the tarmac. Mechanics stepped aside as he passed. No jokes now, only quiet, respectful nods. In the team motorhomes, the monitors still glowed with the timing screen, plus 4.21S, the number that shattered a myth. His silhouette grew smaller, swallowed by the neon glow of the motorhomes, a figure moving from one world into the next. The circuit lay silent behind him, holding the memory of 4 seconds that changed everything. The paddock lights twinkled against the darkening sky. A quiet hush settled over the cathedral of speed, and so the era of the pay driver ended, and a new legend began. The paddock hummed softly, already whispering the name of the man who rewrote the story.